auf Deutsch sagen, über WhatsApp mal kurz die beiden Teamnamen, weil sonst wird das ein bisschen keckig, wenn ich jetzt einfach keine Ahnung habe, wie die heißen.
Ja, warte. Gib mir eine Sekunde. Krieg ich dir jeden Moment. Okay. That seems to work. Perfect. Yeah, okay. The only thing that's kind of missing would be a delay in the stream now.
That's fine. You don't need a delay.
Okay, good.
The game itself has delay, so that's perfectly fine. You don't need one.
Yeah, I see there's already quite a few people in the stream, so welcome. We're just setting up right now. My name is Shrivers. I will be your main caster for the upcoming game. With me is Nikaji. Game started already. I'm sorry, we're taking a bit long. We're soon to get it done. Oh wow, I got trolled. Never mind then. Come on.
For the game, we're currently waiting. Actually, the game has just gone live in the picks and bans, as I can see.
Okay, give me a second. I'm in the hub as well, so I should be able to see it. We'll be right there. It took us a few difficulties, technical difficulties, but we'll be there eventually. Okay, there we go. I got the match link. Okay. Let's. So to answer your question, I'll quickly say this in German. Never mind this, it's not important. Finn, du siehst die Teamnamen oben jetzt in dem Screen. Siehst du die beiden Teamnamen?
Okay.
Okay, so it shows the game as cancelled. I feel like that's incorrect.
There might have been some difficulties.
Could be the case, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know why that is from my last match where there was different queue settings, so they'll be fixed.
Okay. Apparently my Steam overlay is a bit broken with 16:9. I'll try to do it nevertheless. Okay, they're still searching apparently, or the match has not started yet. At least not properly. Okay, never mind. What are the casters' expert opinions on the match? It should be a pretty even match, I guess. I would see that BS MonkaS has a slight advantage, considering at least going from the Steam levels. But as a member of TSEA, I played against Zephyr already, and they seem to be quite adept as well. So it should be an interesting match for sure. As soon as we finally get going, that is. What are the odds sponsored by Betway? 50-50 pretty much. It's a very even match. We've seen strong matches from both teams already. Obviously, I cannot show the odds for Betway as we are not affiliated with them. All legal issues, obviously. Still waiting for the game to start. Still doesn't tell me that the match is ongoing. I hope that fixes itself soon. You're saying there are Betway odds though? For sure. Gotta be. Otherwise it would be boring. Okay, I hope that we can start pretty soon. For now, we still have a bit of downtime. Currently waiting for the players to get in line. Oh, it says that a match is now going. Ah, yeah, there we are. Perfect. Let's go inside of the Steam overlay and see what the maps will be. The map world is currently going on. I hope it loads. Come on. Ah, there we are, finally. Okay, we see that Overpass and Train were banned. I cannot confidently say who banned which map. I could imagine that BS MonkaS banned Train, as Zephyr played exactly this map against us. So I guess they're quite good on Train. It's a counter ban, apparently. Now, Dust, Nuke and Mirage have been taken out, so it leaves Dust, Inferno and Vertigo. Actually, one of them needs to be one of the picked maps, considering the picks and bans. The system, where I think each team bans 2 maps. Oh no, now we see the first map picked. It's Dust 2 and I think it was Inferno, apparently. I'm not sure if I saw it correctly. Now all I need to figure out is how to actually watch the game. Give me a second. We'll be right into the match. There will be some warm-up time anyway, so we should be golden as soon as I get the appropriate link to watch the match. Okay, we will receive the link to connect to the server shortly. So it's all fine. It's all fine. We are back on track. It will just take a few more seconds until we can connect to the server. And then we will see how we roll. Yeah, I guess a few disclaimers that we should make before the match is that we are both not native English speakers. We are both originally from Germany, and I'm studying here in the Netherlands. And we are also not experienced casters. This is actually our very first game to cast ever. So you might see some bad stuff going on that we are not. We will get there for sure. We'll try our best with the knowledge that we have of the game and on how to cast, as we have followed the bigger scene, the esports scene around CSGO. Okay, it seems I have received the IP to watch the game. I'll connect right now. I see the symbol quote right there. Gotta love it. An information has reached me that it might be possible that the server will need to be rebooted. I hope that is not the case, but if it is, we'll have to wait a little bit longer, sadly. I'm trying to keep myself updated as much as possible. Let's see if the connection actually works. Seems to take a bit long, which confuses me right now, but I hope we'll get there. connection failed after 30 retries. Oh, great. Yeah, it seems like not everything works to plan yet. I'll message the appropriate person. Okay, apparently people are on it to fix it as soon as possible so we can finally get this match on the way. I'm terribly sorry about the current delays, but I guess I can't really do a lot about it. Only partly my fault, so to say. But I hope you all in the chat are still hyped to watch the match as soon as it's finally going. I'd also like to ask the chat if my voice is in an appropriate volume, if it's too loud or not loud enough, and if it sounds well, sounds crisp. You're good? All right, perfect. Nikaji, would you like to also say something, just to make sure that the sound's appropriate?
Surely. Maybe I could also give like a brief introduction of mine.
You may do so. You may do so, I just said.
And I absolutely will. So yeah, I'm the co-caster for today's match. Whilst I'm not studying in the Netherlands, I actually plan to go there and went there quite a few times. So I'm a bit familiar with the country and culture. But as Shrivas already said, we are not native English speakers, therefore it could happen that we do have some issues communicating towards you, but we absolutely hope that we can deliver the best experience for you and that you will all enjoy the match.
Yes, thank you very much. Nikaji, we also received a new link to connect, so I hope that we will finally get into the server, and it looks like it. Yeah, there we see, Dust 2 is getting loaded. And I think we can kick the match off pretty soon. Are you excited for this match, Nikaji?
I absolutely am. From the few things I've already heard from different players, different people I've talked to about the teams and the match, I've heard that it's going to be quite even. And therefore, I hope that we will have some close matches that are going to keep us excited through the entirety of the rounds.
Yes, indeed. I'll quickly set the view model up as well. I use a custom view model when playing myself. Let's just see. This one should be all right for the game. I'm sure. We also might need to set the custom crosshairs off. Show player crosshairs. No, I made a kind of a default crosshair. So I'd like to once again not ask you for your financial support. Actually, the game, does it look choppy? I'm not sure. It might do. No, I think it's fine, right? Or is there any laggy issues within the stream? I'm unsure right now. And also looks fine. Looks fine. Perfect. Also the sound, is it? Do I need to adjust it, or is it fine for your viewing experience? I want to make the best possible experience. My voice is a bit loud. I'll decrease it. Give me a second. Let's see. Is this better, or is it still too loud? I can decrease it further. Otherwise. A tiny bit lower. All right. I'll put it to this. This should be possible, I hope. And then we can get on the way, I hope. It's obviously still a bit of warm-up time.
Yeah, but at least it sounds like we are all set, and therefore just waiting for the match to start.
Exactly. We are just waiting for the players to get ready. And we see we got Team Zephyr Wyvern with from what I know, Quad is a player to look out for on their team. He is the highest level in their team, I think faced level 9. While if I remember correctly, yeah, for BS MonkaS, Feldman is the player to look out for. Based at level 10, stronger level in terms of level, it's the strongest player on their team. But we're good to go. Let's go. Knife round is coming up.
All right.
We'll just be following our man Feldman right here into the knife round. Meanwhile, a Quad leaving, being the lead for his team. And we see the CTs going into an early advantage for the knife rounds. Looks like they might take it. We'll see. Yeah, and it's a 3-on-1 for Skotter. And he dies as well. But he almost did it. But like this, our CTs can choose their own side. Stream is pretty laggy. Is it? Oh, god damn it. I hope that it will sort itself out eventually. Is it still lagging for the pistol round? Because I'm having the stream running as well, and for me it looks pretty much fine. We see first contact, by the way. Quad trying to stand up for his own, but it's not for long. The T's have an advantage, 4v3. And it looks like they're trying to end up on the B side. And Dizzy Pingu might have contact soon, but the T's are not quite sure what they want to do.
Seems like they're not quite ready to commit to B spot.
They're opting for the rotate.
Right. I mean, it was also a quite good move for Quad to get a refrag, or rather entry frag.
Yeah, but we have seen Nicolas Swaggle. He saw the players rotating, and now Zephyr knows what's up. And he's getting first contact. Despite the dink, he's still standing strong. Not anymore. Now Stefan is the last brigade, and he failed as well. So it's all on Dizzy Pingu, but no chance for him. So the pistol round goes to BS MonkaS. With a smart retake, with a smart rotation, they made it. And they're going off with the pistol round now. Now the game is lagging for me. What the fuck? I'll have to set some settings up, because obviously no one likes a laggy stream. I'll set settings a little bit down. I hope it doesn't impact the viewing quality as much. Sadly, it will take off a few seconds of the actual game. I apologize for the inconvenience. I just hope that CS gets itself right as soon as possible. We're all CS players. We love CS doing its thing. There we go. I hope it's better now. We see that McVanish has gotten a first frag in this round. And we see BS MonkaS taking up A long. And we see Quad having the first contact. Meanwhile, Stefan getting a frag on mid. And Bandan Quad failing. Bandan also falling. Now it's on Stefan once again. And Dizzy Pingu having a 1v1 against the clutch. Difficult battle, and he loses. And it's all up to Stefan. 1v3 will be difficult for him to do anything. He knows there must be one player in mid, but the chances of winning the round are quite slim. But at least he got one, and he can take the Mac-10, and he can save. That's at least something. He got full utility, he got full armor. He could buy a helmet next round, although I would doubt it, since Zephyr they have forced. Therefore, they might have to eco the next round. So it will be probably a 3-0 start for MonkaS. That would be the current prediction. Yeah, we see it's like 2,400, 2,500. The player with the most money is Nicola with 3,800, but even that is not enough to buy on the CT side.
Yes, so we should see a classic echo from Zephyr's side.
Maybe turn off music kit. I shall do so. Can I do it within the inventory? I hope so. I'll quickly do so then. Do loadout slot. There we go. We are in the default loadout. And it seems like BS MonkaS has rushed the game. Has rushed the B side. 2 players still holding tunnel. The other one's on site. And it's gonna be a strong 4v5 retake for Zephyr. And here they go. And it seems like there's not really a whole lot of chance for them. With Dizzy.
As expected, BS MonkaS does take the round, which was pretty clear with the almost full buy they had going into the round. But now let's see what the 4th round will bring to us, when both sides get a complete full buy and therefore can, for the first time in the match, show their full potential against each other.
Yeah, this will be the first really important round to look out. And what is CSGO doing? Why do I not have a view model? Gaben, could you please, like, for the T's it appears to still work. At least for some of them. And we see BS MonkaS taking a very slow start. Still holding back, they're waiting for potential rushes. Meanwhile, the clutch lurking. And it appears there might be an error. As BS MonkaS has called for a pause. They will probably have to play out this round nevertheless. It's unlucky for them, but well, at least that's probably a chance for Zephyr. As Nicola gets the first frag, sadly we did not have it captured. Detours in the chat, everyone. I really hope that the view model will get fixed eventually. It seems like Skoder has gotten a refrag with his scout. I'm really sorry about another few technical issues. And Isaac is not gonna get the frag. Stefan gets a double kill. And this will most likely be the round for Zephyr. We can see the clutch attempting, and he gets the frag. Stefan misses. Trying to get some control up CT, but it seems he lagged out. That's too unfortunate for a BS MonkaS. I guess there's not a whole lot you can do. Seems to be perfectly fine for Zephyr, but sadly the same cannot be said for BS MonkaS. Oh, seems to be back. According to chat, apparently 2 people already froze. It's quite inconvenient for them. And I'm still wondering why we have no view model. I can try by resetting the view model. Maybe that works. Otherwise, we might have to restart the game because obviously we don't want to stay with a broken view model. I really hope that it works. Maybe. See, still no guns visible. Well,
and I'll quickly disappear for 1 or 2 minutes to fix a technical issue on my side. So I will be back in a few seconds.
Yeah, and we will also quickly do a reconnect so we can finally have a view model again. That's good that we have a pause anyway, so we can also fix our own technical issues. I shall restart the game, reset the settings that we had for our stream, and I hope then we're good to go once again. I'll quickly restart the game. It's kind of sad to see that this game starts off with so many technical difficulties. I really wish it wasn't the case, but I guess I'm also just a victim of CSGO's perfect programming once again. I will quickly enter a few commands to make the experience more enjoyable. Okay, those commands are apparently still saved, or not fully apparently, okay. I want to disable those, quickly tab out again to get back on the stream chat. And then it's time to connect back into the game and see if the issues are fixed.
Yeah, same on my side. I hope all my audio problems are fixed now. And that we finally should be good to go.
I really hope so. Yeah, we all know CSGO. Okay, it seems like a round has been played in the meantime. Sadly, we missed this one. Okay, but we see that Zephyr apparently has won the round, and BS MonkaS is calling for yet another pause. So it seems like the issues are still prevailing, and the pause has ended. So round has started again. I'm not sure if it was on purpose, but we see a straight up, maybe not a B rush. Maybe they decide otherwise. And it seems like Nicola will be the first point of contact, most likely, as BS MonkaS is making their way down towards middle. Let's see how they hold up. Stefan and Nicola to hold it. Flash is coming, and they rush right out, and they get him. They also get Stefan. Now it's on Dizzy, and he also falls. Meanwhile, Quad gets 1 kill. Yeah.
Yeah, which is quite impressive. I would say it's definitely a strong move from BS MonkaS to get at least three frags inside the round, where they mostly play with pistols. And they might even take the round all by itself.
Yeah, most likely. It's a 1v2 for Quad. Let's see what he can do. He is the star player for Zephyr, so we will see.
But he's still like on 50% health, which isn't a lot.
This kill is important, but Feldman gets it. Feldman gets it. And it's around for MonkaS.
Yeah. So, Finn, do you have any predictions on how the game is going to turn out in the end?
I can't really tell you anything. I know that it will definitely be a close match, but it seems like MonkaS, as long as they're not having internet issues, they're really out there. They're going strong. And we see Nicola holding the top mids, and he sees him. He gets Scutter. Important first frag for Zephyr. Really important. But we see that Isaac, he's lining up a smoke right now. Let's see where that goes. That's probably an Xbox smoke, I imagine. And it failed. Or maybe it was intended, I'm not sure. But it seems like a failed smoke to me. And we see Stefan getting a bit inquisitive. And he gets him at the right time. Perfect timing for him. And now Zephyr has mid. They basically have mid control. They have Dizzy on short. They had Bandan helping him, but he's going back too long.
Yeah, and I think this is a perfect example to see that both teams are definitely strong. They both have their moments. So it really depends on how both teams are feeling today. And it's definitely an option for both teams to win and get the first map.
Yeah, and now it's Bandan and Stefan. Perfect hold for them. Bandan does happen to die at the end, sadly. But a strong hold for Zephyr. They're getting it right back.
Yeah, and it shouldn't actually be the biggest of problems, as they don't run into big money issues.
Exactly, both teams can still buy. We see Bandan on only an MP9, but actually BS MonkaS, they have their AWP, but apart from that, they are really believing in Feldman right now. He has to get the frags. He is their fragman now. And we see also that Dizzy Pingu and Bandan have taken long control, so they have a very important part of the map right here. But it does not seem like this is where BS MonkaS is ending up. We do have the clutch. We have him holding long to make sure there are not any pushes. But the rest of the team is ending up towards middle. Nicola and Stefan once again being the ones to have first contact, and we'll see. Oh, interesting timing. He gets the molly out, but he gets tagged. And they're falling back. Stefan trying to go for a sneaky frag, but he didn't. Meanwhile, though, Clutch did. He got Nicola on middle. And now BS MonkaS has a wall of opportunities. We will see, though. The sprint has been seen, but yeah, it has went through. Pandan got an important frag there. And now it looks like BS MonkaS are intending to do an A split on A long and A short, each with 2 players. Or maybe they're going for the full short route, we will see. Can imagine that Stefan will have contact here. But it might also be Dizzy Pingu, he's ready for it. He expects some shenanigans on short. But the first contact is on long. I'm really trying to get my observing done. But sadly, it is very difficult if you don't have a designated observer. So there will be quite a bit of T-tours throughout the game. As was the case here, sadly. But we're now in the 2-on-2. Skotter gets the kill. And now it's once again quad. All alone against 2 players. But this looks like a save. Yeah, he's booking out of it. Or maybe he's still trying. We'll see. Let's see if he can... Oh, he gets the tag. Both players are low. But McVanish is playing it perfectly. He does not need to peek, he knows it. Now he does. He does die, but he would have probably died anyway. So it does not really matter all that much. And we see Quads going out with an op. Skotter just about surviving with his trusty scout. And it's a weird money situation for both teams, actually. We have Zephyr on 4,000 average. They have to go for a very low buy with only a few bits of utility. I think actually BS MonkaS, they have the stronger buy here. And I guess they're going for a quick long peek. Maybe they're not. They're once again playing it very slowly. We can see it on the map. 4 players still very far up on top mid. But now they have made contact. Stefan got a quick tag. And falls back. Now the game is lagging for... Actually, I think it's actually the player's connection, to be honest. That was lagging right here. I think the server is also making some issues in this case. Because I imagine that my FPS should be fine. I will quickly I will quickly check to make sure that it's not on my end. My FPS are indeed a bit low. I might set the settings a bit further down. And we have BS MonkaS coming up on mid. And Quad probably first contact. And he goes down. And so does Stefan. And now it's Nicola and Pandan in CT. They don't get the frag done. Now it's Pandan at 1v4. Trying to save the op. He's not getting there. Now he gets 1 frag. But that's it. No further frags for him. I think I will set my settings further down, because I guess I'd rather have a fluid game than a good looking one. And I think most people would agree. I'll set some further settings down. We will have a quick black screen once again to let CS do its thing and adjust the settings properly. And we're back. And we see a long push for Zephyr, but nothing comes of it. Meanwhile though, Quad is going all the way up, but he will be hurt. Feldman is not ready, but he still gets the frag. And Pandan also falls, and that's the eco for Zephyr. It is what it is.
Indeed.
And let's see what BS MonkaS is up to this round. It seems like this time Feldman is gonna go for a quick A-long peek. No contact there yet. Now it is, but sadly no frags for BS MonkaS. Actually, Skotter falls indeed. And Zephyr have the long control for now. We have Nicola, goes middle. Probably not hearing any steps. They're making a silent effort. Now he hears them. He knows what's coming. He knows they're coming short. And he even gets the clutch. And now it's Stefan to hold. He sees one. Flash coming. He flashes himself indeed. Pandan meanwhile getting a frag. Stefan spraying there. Not working out. And now it's a 2-on-5. Isaac falls, and Feldman also falls. And that's the 4th round for Zephyr. Yeah, it seems like so far we have kind of an equal game going. No one is really trailing off all that far. Yes, MonkaS being in the advantage, but only slightly so. And a quick Xbox smoke coming. A flash for long to assert dominance. Nicola tried to get a shot through the smoke, did not land, but I imagine he hears them coming short once again, most likely. They're making their way up short very quick, even before Dizzy Pingu can do anything about it. Now he's there, trying to tap. He needs support from his teammates, and he gets the first. He does not yet get the second. Maybe he will. Now he does, he gets the second one. And now he just gets destroyed by McVanish. Who was going for the fake
plant.
plant.
Strong stand, all alone.
Definitely, for sure. And now it's a 2-on-2. A retake for Zephyr once again. We have seen it quite a few times. So far it did not work out. But we'll see if they can break the curse, finally. They know that McVanish is still on site. They're trying to get the angle. And they're not looking for quad. They're not looking for quad. And now it's a 2-on-1. And Stefan gets it. It's a 5th round for Zephyr. Beautiful retake. BS MonkaS was not paying attention too long. And that's what costs them. Can retrieve the orb. And it's a 5th for Zephyr. And now we'll see pretty strong buys for both teams. Isaac has to resort to only attack 9, sadly. But for the rest, it's full on war. Although the T's have to work with less utility, and the timing favors them. Nikolai instantly gets pushed off his angle, and they're rushing up long. Clutch holding the flank, and we see McVanish getting the first frag. Really important at that. And the A side is wide open. Very good for the T's. The Clutch meanwhile gets one in the middle as well. And it almost looks like another save. Quad is still holding, but he will not get a frag here. Bandan also still chilling in long. He knows that someone might come. He probably got the information, he hears them, and he gets the frag. That's at least something. We see Stefan trying to get cheeky. Bandan gets another one. He's smoking off short, and he's in a 1-on-3. He gets the frag, but he does not know where the last players are. He gets Isaac even, but he does not get the last frag. Feldman clutches it out, no problem there. And that marks the 8th round for BS MonkaS. So yeah, we'll see if they can keep this up. Zephyr now has to go for a really low buy. They want to have some money for the last round, but it might be the 9th round for BS MonkaS. He has not seen them go out, but the frag will be drawn eventually. With Schotter leading the bunch, but are they aware of Car? Will they see it? They get Stefan and they get Nicola. Yeah, it's just bloodshed overall everywhere.
Yes, and sadly Zephyr couldn't manage to get 1 or 2 frags on the opposing team, which would be beneficial for them to draw out the economy of MonkaS a bit. But they still managed to get a somewhat full buy now in the 15th round, and we will see how that will lead for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and we'll see a very quick B go. It might be the classic rush B, but they have been deterred. No, they're going through. And it's Stefan to hold. He gets one. He does not get a second. However, Quad does so. But he does not follow up. And now it's once again a retake. We'll see. Dizzy does not get the flank kill in tunnel. And it's the 2-on-3. And Zephyr has to go for it. I apologize for my German spelling of the name. And it's all on Bandan. It's a 1-on-3. Nicola did not wait for his teammate, sadly. We'll see how it played out, but it looks like a 10-5 for BS MonkaS.
It does.
Time is ticking.
Oh yeah.
And there he goes. Yes, strong half. Schotter ending with 14-8, Feldman with 13-6. Overall, very strong sets on the side of BS MonkaS. Van also holding up. His teammates are kind of letting him down at the moment, though. They really need to wake up. So let's see how Zephyr does on the other side. Also, feel free to educate me about how to properly spell the name, as apparently I'm doing it mistakenly. I'm not doing it correctly. And they're going up long perfectly. 3 insta-frags. We see McVanish on middle, but he can't do anything about that pure brute force. Meanwhile, Clutch trying to get something on long. No chance for him whatsoever. And McVanish 1-on-5. He's not even making the jump. I think he can just give up at this point. I think that's the round. That's a pistol. Important for Zephyr. Very important. Maybe I'll just call them the Wyverns instead. If that's making your ears bleed less. Twitch chat. Yeah, McVanish. He does get 1 frag, but that's all she wrote, I assume. Van might even find him. We'll see. Yeah, he sees him, and it's labored. It's still battling, but I guess all for nothing. Is it just Zephyr? Just Zephyr? Okay. I'm just gonna believe in you, and from now on we will call them Zephyr. Okay, we see BS MonkaS with a strong long hold. Maybe they wanted to push, but they run right into the stack. No chance there. McVanish, he gets the kill after a while. Meanwhile, Quads trying to get some kills. And a team kill! Feldman kills his teammate. He has had enough. Quad kills him. And Feldman dies. Well, yeah, I guess that's a quick anti-eco. As quick as it can be. But good for Zephyr. They need those rounds. That's really important. They need to come back into this game. Because 10-5 is quite a strong half for BS MonkaS. And we'll see if Quad can actually do the smoke properly. It does land. So at least they definitely practice their smokes. We see BS MonkaS with strong short hold right here. But sadly, oh, it might actually be the place where Zephyr ends up. They are not quite sure about long. They positioned Stefan right here to just keep the map control up. And we'll see. Another Xbox smoke. While Nikola is wary of a push. But Feldman will have the contact now, and nothing there. We do get 2 kills though. Isaac and the Clutch each. But other than that, no chance. But now BS MonkaS, they can buy. They can go for it. They can win the round now. We'll see if they manage to convert it. And I could imagine that Dizzy Pingu is going for the usual quick long peek. We can hear the flashes and he is going right out, but no one to greet him. Got her all the way back in CT spawn. They're playing it passively now. They don't want to lose this round. And it seems they are rewarded as Nikola dies. Other than that, Dutch might have some contact. Could also be a Feldman. As 2 players of Zephyr are once again on A long. And he sees the arm. Straight shot. Easy for him. We see Pingu trying to get something done on short. Meanwhile, his teammates on long. They get out. They do get out. Feldman just pushing right in and getting the shot. And let's see if he can get another one. Strong round for him. No, he does end up dying. And it's all on Quad. No frag for him. Easy for Schotter. And it's a round for MonkaS. They immediately managed to convert it. Well played by them. Strong hold. They didn't over-aggress. They just went for the peaks. They landed their shots. Easy for them. And now Zephyr, they do still have 1 buy in them. And BS MonkaS is going for a stronger long hold this time. but no one to greet them there. But doing some shenanigans towards B, but probably mostly distraction. While in the meantime, the rest of Zephyr is going up short. And it's once again most likely Feldman to hold. He has had a strong game, 15-10. So we'll see how he can manage. He's shown some strong AWP frags so far. I happen to always apparently miss the action, but Steam Auto Director is probably even worse. And this prompts the immediate push towards middle. Failed Molotov there. And we see Mac vanish. He has the first point of contact. Does not get the first frag. He just gets spanked basically. Meanwhile, Skoda just trying some shenanigans, going for it. Feldman gets the flick. Strong shot from him. Strong shot. But nevertheless, it's the hold from Zephyr. They got the bomb down. And we have Stefan holding against 3 people. He does not get a single frag, sadly. And now BS has set their sights on the retake. And they might do it. Both players are low. So we'll see. Nikola gets one. He does not yet now he gets the second. And Feldman against Nikola. And Nikola gets the frag. They do manage to get it. And now it's the real 9-11 right here. Nikola way better than BS. He is showing some strong frags, especially in the last round. Going for a random shot, sadly not working out. And it looks like Zephyr might run right into the stack. Oh, god damn it. We see McVanish getting 2 kills. The strong eco. And no third. That's all she did. Is he trying to tap away? Not enough for a frag so far. We see Feldman trying his usual shenanigans once again. While the bomb is being planted right now. And it's... Feldman tried. Oh, no frag coming from it. They are going for the retake, but Dizzy, he smells blood and he gets it done. I might activate auto spectator, so maybe it's a bit less detours. If I remember which button it is, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check that in a second. There is probably a command for it, and we see a quick run from Feldman. He immediately gets the first frag for his team, but Skoda in the meantime has also been taken out. We see Dizzy killing in pit, while the rest of his team is making their way towards middle. They had contact, but no kill just yet. We see Clutch holding, Isaac also being ready. And they smoked off middle, I guess. Kind of. I assume that was going to be an Xbox smoke. And now Feldman is the point of contact. He sees the arm and he gets the shot. But meanwhile, Dizzy made his way over from long. Isaac dies. And it looks like another round for Zephyr. It looks like they get the equalizer. As McVanish and Clutch are sitting there and they don't know what to do. Their mates died and now they're all alone. I'll quickly get Auto Director going while this round is probably playing out without a whole lot of stuff going on. Because this looks very much like a save for BS MonkaS. I'll quickly get the command for the Auto Director. So maybe it works at least a little bit better than my current observing, which is quite flawed, sadly. Let's see if it works. This command does not exist, sadly. Okay, it doesn't. The command sadly does not work. I will have to find the keybind eventually, but at first we will at least let this round play out. I'll try to fix everything between for the next game. So at least in the second game we'll have it going. You see Feldman, he's unscoping in the wrong moment, but he does not get punished for it. He's even going for the repeak. Meanwhile, Bandan though getting the frag onto Scotter. And Bot's going for the right time, for the wrong timing, but Nicola just gets him. Easy. I pressed all my 3 radio buttons in the hope that maybe auto-director is activated, but I fear not. Radio responses, I will quickly check that command. Oh, it might be this one. I'll quickly set it to this. Maybe it works now, I hope so. I'm unsure about it. Yeah, it seems like the auto-director is now working. Now I can fully focus on actually casting the game. And if it's T-Tours now, it's not my fault. And Dizzy gets 2 strong kills from Dizzy. It seems to work immediately better. Bandan gets last kill, and Zephyr, they go into the lead. Thank you for the support, McDingle. We'll see how we roll with this. Maybe it works better, but we definitely need a real observer. We see Dizzy Pingo going out for the long peek, while Clutch having an aggressive peek. He gets the shot immediately. Immediate first frag. Important. It's only an eco for MonkaS. They take every kill they can get. But they're not committing. They want to make sure that they don't run into any stacks of sorts. We see the classic Xbox smoke once again. Landing. And it seems like I am not allowed to use this command because now it's fully broken. Great. Well, cool. It seems like literally using this command breaks it. Now we're back on track. So I will not follow any nades because apparently this makes the auto-director go blue. I was not aware of this. I will remember this. Bandan having some contact on long. It's a 5v4 retake for PS MonkaS. There's a realistic chance. Clutch gets the second frag of the round. And it's actually they get the eco. They just do it, because why not? Strong round from PS MonkaS. But it seems like Zephyr is also complaining about lag. So it seems like once again there are some server issues there. At least we didn't miss too much of the round. Despite the issues. Give me a second. I'll let the round play out and check for the all chat command, as people are complaining about it. Therefore I shall disable it. Meanwhile, in the meantime, we see McVanish holding on B. Getting 1. They totally didn't expect him. Gets a second one and then he goes down. It's in the rulebook. Is it in the rulebook to have it on or off? I'm not quite sure. I don't have it. I don't know it by heart, as one might expect. In the meantime, we see the retake for PS MonkaS. Maybe they can do it again. Stefan and Nicola both low, and it's all up to Stefan. And he dies. Ah, okay. The players are not allowed to use all chat. But casting with it is fine. Then it's okay. I'll leave it on for now, so if there are any issues, you will at least be updated. You will be up to date. However, Nikaji, I haven't heard from you in a while. So where are you?
That's a good question. I'm actually kind of focused right into the game, as I think it is very impressive how Zephyr made a rather unexpected comeback, in my opinion.
And just look at the round. Zephyr getting 2 beautiful frags immediately,
Yeah,
but now he falls.
So yes, our prediction from the start was quite accurate, seeing both teams holding up quite even
It's
against each other.
quite the back and forth indeed. It's
Definitely is.
Schotter and Isaac, but it looks like a save. Not really a chance they can do anything here. So Zephyr will equal once again. Schotter might have some contact. He might get a few frags. He hears them. And he missed the spray. At least he gets one, though. But I guess that's it. And Zephyr goes out with full weapons. While Isaac is sitting at T-spawn and he does not know what to do. So let's see, this round will be important. This will really decide who gets match point, most likely. Neither team has too big of a bank. Zephyr could probably do another full buy. Actually, the money is really even, and they're going right for the rush B, for the classic. And Banan gets the first frag. Does not get the second. McVanish gets the equalizer. He's still holding strong, missing the spray. He's getting a second one, but immediately it's a 3-on-3. It should also be mentioned for everyone's information that I'm solely casting on this channel. I am not in control of the chat. Someone else is doing this for us. And we see a retake for BS MonkaS. 3-on-3, fair game. They might do it. We see a pop flash from Schotter. But Quad, Stefan and Nicola all getting a frag. And that makes the 13 for Zephyr. So what do you think? Do you think they'll get the match point now?
Huh. It's definitely a close call, to be sure. Also, if you're considering the buy that MonkaS still managed to force out. Therefore, I think it's still definitely possible to go into either direction. But yeah, seeing Wildman getting the entry frag right there, it's just yeah, it basically just shows what I just said.
There's a good chance that BS MonkaS can still take the round, with this entry especially. Feldman is a bit over-aggressive there, and that costs him. And Nicola just brute forcing his way through, and now he's getting overzealous. As Clutch is still standing strong. Still no one to kill him. How is he still alive? Is he Pingu in the meantime planting the bomb? And it's a 2-on-3. But Clutch is he's only yeah, he's shallow. There's nothing in there. 6 HP. I think this might be the 14-14. Yeah, I guess BS MonkaS, they cannot do a whole lot. McVanish, not sure why he would use the utility. And now he even gets caught. But Quad is not getting killed. Now he does. And Clutch, beautiful deagle aim. We have seen quite a few deagle shots from him already. But now they're going after him. He should not overstay his welcome, otherwise he might still die. We'll see. Nah, he's playing it passive. They hunted for him, but not enough. They didn't want to lose too many players, as now... Match point for Zephyr. It could be over in the next round. Well, we'll see. We really need Feldman to jump up again, to wake up. That molly was slightly missed. And Clutch is the most important man right here. He gets one. He gets a second. He does not get a third, and now it's a 3-on-3. And BS MonkaS, they have to go for it. There's not really anything else they can do. Otherwise, it's the first round for Zephyr. Why? Did my CSGO... Did the auto-director literally put me in third-person view? Man, this programming. It's a 2-on-2. Feldman and Scotter, both strong players for BS MonkaS, so we'll see. But they do not expect quads. And it's the 16-13 for Zephyr. Close game, but in the end, they managed to go for it. They managed to do it.
Yeah, definitely strong performances on both sides. But I would, while I would personally call Veltman the MVP of the match.
For sure.
You could definitely see some strong performances on Zephyr's side. For example, Bendan or Dizzy Pingu definitely always like clutching out their very unfavored situations, while being, for example, alone on A side, still holding strong, making a good stand, whilst MonkaS was rushing with 3 players or more. So yeah, I definitely think that they deserve the first map. Well, MonkaS also could have definitely got that first map. They both showed incredible performances.
Yeah, I can only agree with the things that you said. Overall, very equal game. Was very entertaining to watch, even despite our slight issues. I'd also definitely agree. Feldman being the MVP of his team. I'll be right back. I'll quickly use the timeout to get myself something to drink and to take a piss. I'd also recommend anyone in chat, get yourself something to drink, get yourself some snacks. We will have a beautiful second map, I'm very sure. Well, what do you think? Do you think it's gonna be as close, or what do you expect?
It's a good question. I think the possibility for a one-on-one is definitely there. But I personally think that Zephyr now like got kind of the hang of it. They kind of smelled the blood. They're into it now. They are probably a bit more confident now, and therefore will maybe even perform a bit better. We will see. But I would say my personal vote is on Zephyr for this one.
Okay, interesting. I'll go with the opposite. I'm gonna say BS MonkaS is gonna take it this one. I'm saying 16-10 for BS MonkaS. But we'll see how it goes. I'll be right back. Yeah, we'll see you guys in a minute as soon as this match starts up again. Alright, I assume that we are going to be back soon. I saw in chat that one team already confirmed themselves as being ready. I'm sure it won't take a lot longer until the second map, Inferno, is going to start. But in the meantime, we're still waiting on everyone, all 10 players, to get ready. So, how are you doing, Twitch chat? Everything alright over there? Everyone feeling it? I see everyone is pretty yeet. That's a good state to be in, especially for CSGO matches. And definitely approve of that. Yeah, we're still waiting on Zephyr, I think. I think not everyone's quite ready there yet. As far as I know, MonkaS has already set themselves ready, and they're only waiting. They want to get revenge. But Zephyr is really taking their warm-up. They want it. They want to make sure that they are not letting this slip away. They want to go for the 2-0. So I guess that many people in chat right now and watching at home are most likely students of Dutch University as well. So maybe I shouldn't ask you guys where you're from. Maybe that's a bit privacy infringing. But I think I did not say a lot about myself, so I might do a late introduction of myself. Yeah, so as I said earlier, I'm Schrivers. I'm a German international student, theoretically half Dutch, but I'm sorry, I'm not skilled at the language quite yet. And I'm from Tilburg. I'm also the IGL of DCCL Link. But we only recently started playing together, therefore we're still struggling. But we'll see. Yeah, we could use a topic to talk about while Zephyr is still having their warm-up. And so is MonkaS, forcedly so. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this match will go. Inferno is usually a very entertaining map to watch, and therefore hopefully also an entertaining map to cast, as it has a lot of opportunities for interesting plays, and also I feel like it has also a lot of opportunity for individual plays, which we did not see that many of so far. So I hope there's going to be more in this map. But we will see. Well, we'll see how it goes. As the players are still getting ready, they are not feeling quite ready just yet. Maybe they're still discussing some strats. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing well in the current lockdown in the Netherlands, obviously. It's quite a difficult time for us with Corona around the corner everywhere. I hope everyone is holding up well. But right now, we're all chilling in front of our PCs. And it looks like the game is going to start. Let's see how it goes. Knife round is coming in. And we'll see how we roll. So we see everyone jumping right in so far. It's a one-on-one now. We'll see who gets the map pick. And it looks like it's a side pick for MonkaS. And I'd imagine they decide to go for the CT side, as this is usually the preferred side to play on. They're still taking themselves some time. And we're going. Yes, MonkaS indeed decided to switch sides. They're going to play on the CT side, Zephyr on the T side. And the game is live. Let's go, come on. We see BS MonkaS going on an early 3-man setup for B for the pistol round. They are wary of a potential rush. The Clutch getting the first, Feldman getting a second. Strong start for BS MonkaS so far. Now it's currently slowing down. Therefore, I'm not quite sure what to do just yet. I imagine they are still discussing their options. But it appears like the smartest thing would probably be to brute force somewhere on there. It looks like they're going towards the A side. Maybe that's what they're opting for. Meanwhile, Nikola is just funneling chickens, it seems like. They're really letting the timer run down. I assume they might also wait for some aggression. But none to expect. They are clearing out banana. Going up to the B side. With Schotter and Feldman waiting there. They got the 2 first frags, if I... Oh no, I'm not incorrect. Feldman and Clutch got the first 2 frags. And we'll see how this run plays out. Do you have something to say, Nikaji?
Not at the moment. I gotta say, I'm quite mesmerized by the definitely coordinated plays of both teams. MonkaS starting off strong, just like they did on map 1.
Yeah,
so yeah, it's quite interesting.
But now the retake is coming. Let's see. We see frags falling back and forth. That's a 2-on-3. It might still be doable for Zephyr. Isaac getting 2 strong kills, and that's the round. Well played from him on this part. That was definitely his round there. Well played. So we see Zephyr opting for a near full eco. Only a Tech 9, a P250, a flash in the smoke. And we'll see where they end up. Looks like they're going for a straight up mid rush. I assume. Flash coming in, and they're going right through. McVanish is not there to get them. He does get Dizzy Pingu, but the rest is already on A side. That's definitely very good for Zephyr. They get the bomb down in a full eco. Strong for them, and they even get a frag. But they're all low. I don't expect a lot coming from here. I imagine that BS should get the retake comfortably. Now, as I say it though, Nikola gets some damage. But that's it. That's all they did. But they got a plant. I think that's more than I hoped to achieve. Even 2 more frags. SBS MonkaS is just recovering their weapons. Yeah, now it gets interesting though. Zephyr has their guns. They have the guns. They have a nearly perfect full buy, I think. Looks like... now everyone has a weapon, as it should be. And they now have the better weaponry, actually. So let's see how they do. We see Isaac getting too early. McVanish also chiming in. The nade only slightly connecting to quads. And it looks like a third round. Goddard not getting the kill just yet. Dizzy actually getting one, getting two. Getting three. Strong round from Dizzy already. But now he's in a 1-on-2. He needs the ace to clutch it out. And he's known, and that's it. It was a nice attempt. Sadly, it was not enough to get MonkaS to bow down. And Zephyr is back on the eco. And it seems like they're going up very quickly. One down already close. They're rushing right through. They don't even want to stop. Nicola gets one. Can he get the second? Feldman very low. It looks like that's the end. Feldman still getting a frag. Strong performance from him there. To even stay alive that long. But now it's a 3-on-3. Bot getting the first one. Clutch getting the frag mid-jump. And now a 2-on-2. Let's see how we roll. They're both forced out. That looks like another round for BS MonkaS. Indeed it does. So we see the standard setup for BS MonkaS, 2B, 3A. And Zephyr, they want to take it slow, I guess. They are going up B and they have contact. Feldman and Scott are getting one each. It's already looking like a strong round from BS MonkaS once again. But who knows, they almost converted similar rounds, so let's see if they can still do something. Not finding the bomb, now they do. And I guess they go towards A, at least it looks like that for now. But BS MonkaS is definitely ready for it, they still have a lot of utility. It's gonna be a very, very difficult round for Zephyr. McVanish gets one. Nicola gets a counter frag. But it's a 2-on-4. Bomb is dropped on top mid. This does not look recoverable at the moment. Stefan walks out right into the crosshair. And it's all up to Nicola. He has had a strong showing on the first map though. Let's see if he can show us some magic. But with 11 HP, I'd imagine he's just saving it. 10 seconds. No chance there. He might even get killed after time. Well, not after time, but he dies indeed. And now Zephyr really has to show up. It's 5-0. Now they have another full buy. This round is important. They need to get this one. They cannot allow BS MonkaS to swivel off too far. Although, admittedly, the financial situation of BS MonkaS is not that great, considering they won 5 rounds in a row. And the double nades coming in. Quad has no chance. It didn't even see an enemy this round. Too bad for him. Counter nade coming right onto Feldman. He's down to 50. Gotta also get some damage in there. And Zephyr is opting for a boost. But it does not seem like they will get rewarded at the moment. Undone makes contact, but it's no kill for either team. And it can still go both ways, we'll see. We'll see how Zephyr does. But they do appear a little bit lost. It seems like Pandan is going for a fake there. Trying to deter some attention. But it's not working, actually the opposite is happening. McVanish went over from B to A. Feldman is also repositioning right now towards CT. But it just looks like the wrong read. It looks like Zephyr are going for it. Feldman is already going back, but he's not in position. This could be the round. They get the first frag. Only 5 seconds left though. If Feldman got him there, that would have been the round. But now it looks like a round for Zephyr. Damn. Strong gameplay from Zephyr right here. They totally fake MonkaS out. They caught him on the wrong foot. Well played there. Isaac and Clutch, they will have to save. There's no chance they can retake this. And that puts Zephyr on the board, finally. We can see some banter in chat between both teams. Obviously, I can imagine many of them already know each other a bit. Well, let's see if they can build up a streak of rounds. And it's interesting to see. It was 5-0, and despite this, this is BS MonkaS last buy. If they lose this round, they have to go for an eco. And it's actually a 1-for-1 in the banana. Skoda dies, and so does Dizzy. We have Feldman and McVanish holding on the B side. And looks like there's some contact for the clutch. And he gets the frag. Important frag for him. And we just saw the rare animation for the falchion knife. That was interesting. Zephyr, they're slowing down right now. They don't want to run into any stick. Maybe they can fake out BS MonkaS once again. Just like they did last round. So Nikaji, would you like to try to cast this upcoming execute of Zephyr? Potentially?
Obviously, I would love to. We can see Cypher finally making the move. Well, still only having 20 seconds on the clock, but Quad gets the first frag. And the second one. Now they're setting up the bomb plant.
2-on-2.
Yeah.
Oh, that smoke is killing them all.
Yeah.
Getting them all. And now it's all up to the clutch. He's got it in his name. Let's see if he's got it in him. He's going for it. Now they know where he's coming from. And that's the kill for quad.
So yeah, interesting comic on Zephyr's side. A strong 5-0 start, but now we can slowly see Zephyr getting back into the boots. Just like they did on the first map. So we can't really tell who's going to get this map so far.
Yeah, it's indeed quite the same thing as last map. Wrong start, but now Zephyr is they're coming back. They're going for it. They want it. They want the 2-0. And we see the eco stack on B side. And as for now, it's quite unsure where Zephyr is going to end up. They do have Clutch with his trusty Deagle. We saw some very good shots from him in Dust 2. So let's see.
But it seems like they're trying to move on A side.
Yeah, and it is indeed the right call to do. The right call to make. So far, BS MonkaS, they're not moving a single step. They try to commit to B. But I could imagine that Zephyr might still rotate if they get the wrong notion. Ah no. Now he has some step. Easy for Dizzy. Easy for OK. And then that's the round. Well played. Strong play from Dizzy. Everyone just ran right into him. Easy 4K. No chance for BS MonkaS there. And now we have to see. BS MonkaS, they do have guns now, but you can see low utility. They have they had 4 smokes, only 2 mollies, a few flashes, grenades, that's it. Meanwhile, Zephyr is fully stacked regarding any utility. And it seems like they want to fight for some banana control. And the Kobe from Bandan, very well done. Perfectly hit it. But still, there's 2 people on banana for BS MonkaS. I'm not sure if Zephyr is going to expect that. Bandan gets the kill despite being flashed. And the second one. And that's the B side wide open. But the bomb is still back there. They need to get it. And they should hurry up with it. Imagine if BS MonkaS, if they pushed now, that would have been a horrible mistake. And Nikola caught a player. I'm not sure if Clutch noticed the bomb there. Yes, having contact. He gets the frag. Well done from Clutch. Some good burst fire here. But it does appear to be the round for Zephyr. Yeah, it does not look like they're going for it. No chance. They're so far away. No way they can do anything this time. Gonna be the 4-5.
Especially looking at their financial situation, it would be just way smarter to save the weapons.
Yeah, with this, they could do a few things. I'd imagine that they will eco. Or actually, they have a high loss bonus. Actually, they might go for it. They might go for a false spy, I could imagine, if they're feeling confident. We will have to see if they go for an eco, if they want to play it safe, or if they opt for an adventurous force spy. Definitely looking forward to see what they're up to this round in the upcoming round.
Yeah, both valid options as they are still in front of Team Zephyr. But it seems like they are still discussing.
Yeah, I guess they're taking a tactical timeout right now. Discussing their options. And the thing is though, while BS MonkaS went 5-0 in the beginning, they always had very close rounds. I think we should be able to see it right here. Always 3 or 2 people alive. While for Zephyr it's always 4, in this round maybe not, but other than that, 4 or 5 people constantly. And you can see what it does to the bank. 8,000 on Pingu. 8,000, almost 9,000 on Nikola. The only one falling off is Stefan. But they have a big bank right now. And that's really strong for Zephyr. They can really take a strong lead in here.
Yeah, for sure.
But it looks like BS MonkaS is indeed going for the force.
Interesting take.
I can understand it. They know that Zephyr has a big bank right now and they need to break it. They can't give them more and more rounds. So they have to go for it, I imagine.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I guess that's what's going in their head right now. We see though, Stefan at the moment not having the game of his life so far. He should maybe try to wake up a bit. He's still at zero kills, only 1 assist. At least he's not doing the bond.
But quite the aggressive push from Zephyr's side with this
Definitely.
getting the first entry frag, yeah.
And now they have control over CT. This should already be the round for Zephyr. Unless McVanish and Schotter can do something.
Ooh, great spray pit.
Yeah, that's a shutdown. Bandan surviving with 1 HP. Everyone on Zephyr is low. I'd love to see Isaac going for the clutch. Just because they're all low, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Very, very well played from Zephyr on this round.
So yeah, a 5-5 start into the first half of the map. As we expected. Still quite even.
Definitely. Miss Molly there, but it doesn't matter too much. No one's there to receive it. But that puts BS MonkaS in a very uncomfortable spot right now. They once again only killed a single player. It was once again Stefan, who is now 0-8. Unlucky for him. But BS MonkaS, they don't have enough money for a buy. Meanwhile, Zephyr has over 10k almost everyone. So BS MonkaS has to throw out some strong rounds towards the end of the first half to not let Zephyr trail away with this. Yeah, they're doing the only logical choice. They're now ecoing as they would not have enough buy for a reasonable force buy. Immediately, Clutch getting shot low. Missed smoke right there, but I don't think it should be too big of a mistake. I'm excited to see how this plays out. Both close with their pistols. The flash coming and the first frag. Strong frag. Good flash.
Ooh, but Bandan does get the refrag.
Yeah, but he has the bomb. If they catch him here, and they do, they kill him. But they don't check banana. If they check banana right now, they would know that the bomb is right there.
Oh, but sadly they don't. It would have been a very important move for them.
Yeah. Did Isaac not see the head? Looked like he didn't. It's very unlucky there, but the clutch gets it anyway. So it's all perfectly fine. And looks like MonkaS are going to get the eco. Strong round from them.
Yeah.
As the chat puts it, they indeed lacked very critical information. But it seems like they will get the round after all. At least it looks likely. Unless Quad and Nicola can now make something happen. We'll see. Going for the B side. It looks like this is the end. Yeah, Quad going down. And that's a 6-5 for MonkaS. Very important for them in this case. And yeah, it's definitely a very close game once again. No one's really trailing off too far. Even Zephyr was denied the round streak now. Feldman going for it and he dies in the molly. That's a blunder. That should not happen. One of their strongest player just dying at the start of the round and he did not get the frag. I understand what he was trying to go for, but did McVanish just molly his teammate?
Looks like it.
Did I see that correctly? I feel like there's some miscommunication going on there.
Yeah, meanwhile Zephyr is looking for the sneaky...
Ooh, Stefan gets the kill. And now BS MonkaS, they're putting all the eggs in one basket. Everyone towards A. Let's see if Zephyr is also going there. Yeah, well, welcome on the scoreboard, Stefan. Well done. Oh, it looks like a misread from BS MonkaS. As Zephyr are going, they're heading towards B. They're reading the situation perfectly. There's no one there to expect them. They're all sitting on A, but nothing to come of it. And at some point, BS MonkaS will realize but will they even go for it is the question. Yeah, that's feel free to talk.
Yeah, they probably won't.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is an aspect we've already seen quite a lot from Zephyr, especially on this map. Their rotations are quite on point. They seem like either they're really lucky or they have a very good read on the opposing team.
Wallhack. Not just kidding.
Yeah, as they are constantly taking their time, not overcommitting at all, which is really smart from their side. And as you can see right here, it definitely pays off.
Yep, that's the immediate equalizer. It's going back and forth now. It's interesting to see. We had 5 rounds for MonkaS, then 5 rounds for Zephyr, and now it's back and forth. Interesting. And you can see once again how close those players are to one another. There is not a big skill gap, but definitely we have to mention we see Dizzy Pingu 14-8 already in 12 rounds. That's a very strong score. He is feeling himself in this map. On the other side, on MonkaS, it's very equal. We see 7 kills, 7 kills, 7 kills, 6 kills. Only McVanish with 10 kills, a bit ahead.
Yeah, I think they need development to wake up a bit, get some of those very nice entry frags we've seen on the first map.
And we see Clutch getting a small first frag immediately, as Zephyr went for a very quick A go. And now they made their way, but they will have to push through now. There's no going back. They get the first frag though, the first refrag in this case. McVanish, he gets the timing, gets the frag. And now it's a 3-on-4. It's very doable for MonkaS, definitely. But it looks like Zephyr is going to take it. Maybe 2-on-1. Oh, they almost lined up. If he collected that, damn, that would have been one of the plays of the season.
Yeah, once again a very close round.
Yeah, but Zephyr are just about pulling through. Let's see, they're still a bit slow on the CT side right now. Now they're also making their way. They are very lucky to not have Zephyr rushing B in this case.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I really like the game plan of Zephyr. How they are always taking their time, really thinking about what they should do next. But then at some points just opting for the rush if they think it's a good call. So far, I'm really liking their performance as a team.
Yeah, they got their speedings on point. Sometimes they're playing slow. Oh, strong flash though for Scotter.
Oh yeah.
Well played. And now it's already 4-3 again for MonkaS.
Yeah, so it might actually end up even again to the 7-7 score.
People are still mocking your pronunciation of Zephyr a bit, as we have both been pronouncing it wrong at the beginning. As it's apparently
I
only.
sincerely apologize.
As it's only Zephyr. It's
Zephyr.
not nothing more special than that, sadly. And we see them ending up on A. Frag after frag, very equal. And 1 or 2. Pandan gets an important kill, and now it's the 1-on-1. He went for the fake plant, nothing to come of it. But Feldman, he was the strong player in the first map. At the moment, only 7 to 10. But Pandan is low. There is a very realistic chance. Let's see if he can make it. He's checking all angles. He's very careful. But he has no utility. It's really difficult. And Pandan is sitting in graveyard like a rock. I feel like it's gonna be very difficult for Feldman. He's looking the wrong direction. Yeah, that's it. Pandan gets the kill. Very well played. 1v2 there. And that's the 8 rounds for Zephyr. One more round before the switch. Let's see if MonkaS can still get one round. They have a good buy, so there is a good chance for it. Zephyr, meanwhile, still taking a bit with their weapons. But eventually they get it done. Oh, I like the approach from MonkaS, going aggressive on middle, but it has not paid off just yet. But do they notice McVanish? Now he peeks, and he's full flash. That's very unlucky. Yeah, that should be the 9-6 for Zephyr. Unless Clutch and Schotter can turn up this time. Clutch might catch Nikola throwing his nades. There is a chance for it. He sees him. He's not hitting the shot. Now he does. And it's a 2-on-2. MonkaS might still make it. Okay, the bomb is going down. And let's see how this turns out. We see very, very equal situations for both teams. Both still have some utility left. One player is 50 HP, the other one is full HP. Quad gets the kill, it's all on Clutch, and Quad just deletes him. Well, that's the 9-6 for Zephyr. We can see a strong performance for Bandan, for Quad, and for Dizzy Pingu as well. On the other side, we see Isaac currently on the top of the scoreboard, but McVanish has 1 kill more. Schotter also up there with 10-10. It's a very equal match so far. Let's see. Zephyr does the same as MonkaS did, with 3 players on B in the pistol, but no one to receive anything. But they're going aggressive, that's interesting. They're going very aggressive on Banana, and that's perfect for Zephyr. They can just chill out, try to get some frags done. Let's see. Oh, and Isaac almost whiffs it. Still gets the frag in the end though. He's aware of Bandan. He gets the frag, it's a bit labored, but he gets it eventually. And now it's a 2-on-3. Zephyr they have a kit, they can still go for it, but it does not look likely. They're still hoping to get an exit maybe, but I guess this round is basically over by now. Nicolas not expecting him, and Schotter takes off Stefan. So yeah, now it should be an easy round for MonkaS. Although I see Zephyr is forcing. They want to go for this. Interesting. They want to take the lead back. Let's see if they can successfully do so. Oh, Nicolas spots him. He gets the frag and he gets the Mac-10. You must make sure not to be over aggressive though. They have the first frag, they can now play it a bit more passively. Looks like MonkaS is going towards B now. But so is Zephyr. And it might be the wrong call. It looks like BS MonkaS is going to bamboozle Zephyr, who are 4 players on B, only 1 on A. But MonkaS is making their way up middle. The long smoke, I assume, is coming in. Yeah, that looks like a far long smoke. Flash going over and they take mid control. And at this point Zephyr should realize that it's not gonna be a B take. Dizzy gets 1. No chance for a second one. But Zephyr are still in the majority. They could still make it. Nikola gets an important frag. And a second one. And a third. They made it. Well done from Zephyr in this case. They converted their force by perfect. And it's a 10-7 for a Zephyr for map 2. So maybe you're indeed correct after all. Maybe Zephyr might take it. Maybe they're going to go for the 2-0.
Yeah.
As you predicted.
But I mean, as we've seen like many times before in these first few rounds on map 1 and the entirety of map 1, a lead of 3 rounds is basically nothing.
That's true though, yeah.
Watching these two teams perform the way they do, it could still end up either way.
You're very correct there, and I'm interested to see. Normally there should not be a lot happening this eco. It's a full eco almost for MonkaS, except for one P250.
Yeah, I would be surprised as well.
And Stefan holding a strong angle there. Easy for them. Yeah, that should be the round. Normally. Goddard is too scared of going into boiler. I can imagine though. Stefan just holding the angle again, and they run right into him. Yeah, perfect round for Zephyr. Guess there's nothing happening there. Isaac trying to go for it, but no chance. And it's 11-7. So, let's see. What do you think? How will this round play out? It's important for them now. They need to get it.
Good question. My guess would lie on MonkaS going a bit more aggressive now. Trying to actually get some rounds in now as they've lost the lead and Zephyr taking a bit off.
It appears you are correct. They got the first strike and the second one. And Isaac is just getting them all.
Very impressive.
He sees the fourth player on CT. The smoke is slightly missed. But Feldman gets it done. And yeah, you predicted perfectly correct. They immediately aggressed all the way up to Banana and they hit their shots. And now it's back in the hand of MonkaS this round.
Yeah, it looks like DCCL will save from now, which is the smartest thing to do looking at their financial situation.
Definitely.
And there's basically no way he could retake the side.
But
as we also can see, MonkaS hunting for him now.
Yeah, they know where he is.
Yeah.
And he dies.
But at least he got one frag out of it.
Indeed, he took clutch with him. But they got the round now, and it's gonna be interesting. Zephyr has a very low buy, but it looks they're going for it anyway. They don't want to give BS MonkaS any pause to breathe. Let's see how MonkaS will approach this round. Looks like Stefan is really aggressive. And he manages to get a kill, but he's traded right back. Oh, and clutch through the smoke. Wrong frag. Yeah. MonkaS is slowing down at the moment. They're trying to take the mid control. Contact has been made. And this is Auto-Director being Auto-Director. Nikola gets 2 kills with the op. Sadly, we're not seeing it. However, Clutch is getting the B-side wide open. And the bomb is instantly rotating. They're going right up there. Now it's all open for either side once again. Bomb is being planted. And both players are coming from the CT side. Let's see how they roll. I imagine that being a banana smoke, potentially. Oh yeah. Nikola had a strong showing, but nothing more to come. Clutch cleans it up. 4k for him, very strong round there.
Yeah, so it looks like at the moment MonkaS is slowly but surely closing up the gap between them and Zephyr, so it might actually end up even again.
And now Zephyr is on an eco. 1 nade to go. 1 P250 on Nikola. Nothing else. And they're opting for a B stack. Interesting choice. It's exactly the same thing that that MonkaS also played in the first half when they had an eco. 4 players stacked on a B side, 1 trying to stay passively on A, and maybe trying to get 1 or 2 cheeky frags. Let's see if MonkaS can read the situation correctly. Go on to A. So far it's all very calm, nothing going on. Everyone is staying in position. I could imagine that this was apparently a server lag right now. Something like that, I'm not sure. Pandan did indeed die. I'm not sure what exactly happened. While DCCL is still sitting in a spot. Goddard is getting overwhelmed. Maybe not. Maybe he's actually getting the frag. And Pingu gets one. It's an admirable effort, but nothing more than that. And 10-11 now. Well done from MonkaS. Seems like they are calling a pause now. I'm unsure if it's tactical or apparently it's a technical pause. So apparently one of their players, or maybe multiple of them, have frozen again. Maybe it's the same freeze that we as a spectator also had. It seems like the servers sadly are not benevolent to us today. But I hope it gets resorted pretty soon. Yeah, they're unpausing now. Looks like it's back on the way now. And a very important round coming up. Almost full buys on both sides. And this round decides whether MonkaS can go up into a lead or whether Zephyr will keep their current 1-round lead. We have another lag. It seems like a server lag indeed. Since every player was lagging in the second. Quite unlucky to have this happening. I guess it's FACEIT being FACEIT. Servers are not always flawless, sadly. Let's see. Schotter, strong first frag here. And now the A side is weakened. The Feldman with the pop flash right here. In the meantime, MonkaS, they got banana control, and it's only one player on banana. Zephyr is going for an A stack, kind of. But it might be the wrong call. Bandan has to rotate very quickly. Now the nades are coming in, Bandan is rotating, and it's all up to quad. Gets one, he almost gets the second. Unlucky. Very strong spray, but sadly did not suffice. Schotter looks like he's once again having internet problems here. The CT smoke fades, the bomb is not planted yet. And it's only 25 seconds on the clock. CTs are ready, but now the smoke is coming. They do not get the kill through the smoke, and I imagine this is the plant now. Isaac not getting the frag. It's a 3-on-4. Schotter definitely having some problems with his internet connection as well. Still gets the frag and gets some damage from his teammate. Oh, the spray really missed there. I feel like he got a bit CSGO there as well. And it's up to Bandan, but he's booking out of there. It's another round for MonkaS. They equalize it up. Strong round from them, definitely, despite the lag problems they have. And it is indeed a game time for Zephyr. No chance to do anything there. Schotter gets 2 strong frags despite his lags. Feldman and Isaac were also chiming in with 1 each. And in general, I have to say though, Schotter, strong performance from him, despite the issues that he has. And it looks like we once again have no view model. At least not for everyone. Do we have view model for some people? We do. I don't know what CSGO is doing today. Very bad. I will probably restart the game after this round. So we may only miss a single round. Maybe it's working again. I hope so, at least. Feldman gets an important frag there. So it's now 3-on-5. I really know why. I really don't know how CSGO can't fix their stuff after like 8 years or what it has been now. It's annoying. Once again, like 6 players have no visible guns. Dutch getting the crack, and it looks like I assume that this is the round for MonkaS. Indeed it is. I will once again restart the game to finally get a working view model. I apologize for the technical issues once again, but it's Volvo. You know how it is.
Yeah, but so far I gotta say, I think if MonkaS keeps up their performance like that, they are very likely to actually get the second map.
Yeah, it's quite a realistic thought. They might manage to get it.
Yeah, especially looking at the financial situation, and if they manage to shut down the full buy of Zephyr, they are pretty much yeah, in a very unfavorable position.
For sure, definitely. Okay, I hope we did not miss too much. It looks like we're just in the next round. I will still take the necessary adjustments real quick. Okay, and we should be back on track. And we see MonkaS going for a B take for a very quick one. I could imagine Pandan doing something. He gets one. He's playing with the smoke. And he's right in front of him. He's trying to jump. He's getting up on pool. Oh, this is strong. This is a strong play. Big brain play from Pandan here. But he just gets wrecked. Very unlucky for him. Very unlucky there. We'll also have to take just a few more adjustments for the stream while this this 1-on-2 is playing out. Nicola alone with the orb. He has full health, so if he gets this frag, that would be really good. But no chance there. And it looks like another pause for the counter-terrorists, for Zephyr in this case. I imagine it is a tactical one, as they are most likely unsure whether to buy or not. As a loss in this round means 14 rounds for MonkaS. One more and they're at the match point. Okay, we took care of that as well. And let's hope that we can watch the rest of the match without any further technical issues.
Yeah, and it looks like they actually made a decision and went for the echo.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, Stefan even opting for the dualies. He wants to go for some BMing here. I'd actually be really amused if he gets 1 or 2 kills right here now. It would. I could imagine it shakes up the moral of MonkaS if he manages to do something with the dualies. We see MonkaS going straight up for a second mid go. And that's very interesting. They have evaded the mid push, and now I have no idea how this will end up. All 5 players of Zephyr are just in middle, and it's a shooting gallery. And it's very even. You see Isaac very low HP, McVanish also. Veldman also got some damage in there. And Stefan is once again the only person to die so far. But I can very well imagine that Zephyr is going for the retake now. See McVanish, he's primed on the angle. Isaac also ready for balcony. But Quads gets McVanish. They see him library, and it's 3-on-1. They know where he is. And Zephyr gets the round. Despite the full eco.
A very important one to be sure.
Definitely, yes. They deny the 14 for MonkaS, and they say no, it's not over right yet. However, it will still be quite a task for them. If you look at the economy of MonkaS, they all have a lot of money. They can comfortably buy for 2 more rounds, most likely.
Yeah. It is going to be hard, but it's still possible.
Yeah, let's see if they got a shot at this. Nikolai taking us up to B side. 3 players on B for this round. Sadly, no one there. Unless Clutch peeks in there. Looks like he is not. He pop flashed himself out of there. But MonkaS is going for a quick mid takes. Good spray from Dizzy. Goddard gets a refrag. Through the wall. Pandan gets another one, and it's 4-on-2. See, they do get the frag towards long, and now the gates towards B are almost open. With Nicola being last defender, but they just get taken out. And it's a 13-13. Interesting. All equal once again. It's incredible how close those games have both been so far. Very entertaining to watch. I feel like some misbuys have been made there. Let's hope that does not cause them any problems. As this is now another very important round. Whoever gets the 14 first will most likely also get a match point. It's quite likely then. But we see Zephyr getting a bit of momentum at the moment. Stefan saw Feldman. Feldman's still... Oh, he gets both frags. Strong play from Feldman here. He's opening up the way towards A. And that puts Zephyr on the back foot. Dizzy is mollied out, and Feldman is having a field day right now. Well played from him in this round, and it looks like it's gonna be the 14 for MonkaS, despite all the efforts that Zephyr have attempted to do.
Yeah, it does look like it. And therefore, actually also marking it a bit more likely for Team MonkaS to get the second map as well.
I mean, the Zephyr did get the first map though. So it would be a 1-1, I think. Yeah, I'm also interested to see. I could imagine this match going to overtime. I would not be surprised, seeing as how close the matches have already been. This one even more so than the last one. We see Pandan and Quad still getting some exit frags. Maybe even another one. Yeah, Pandan gets another one. That's very strong, very important. Also, just for the moral of the team to just get some frags in there and get into their mind. It's easy, we get them. But I feel like Stefan, he has to step up now. He has to be the man for them. To say, I've had a bad game so far, but I can come back. Like he's 9-21. I'd love to see him getting a few more frags there. Let's see, it's another timeout for Zephyr right now. They don't want to lose, definitely. And they don't want to let it get to overtime, to match point. My apologies. But this is all they have. This buy, it almost decides the map. But see how they do have a comfortable loss bonus, so they could get some sort of buy if they lose this round. But nevertheless, this is the best shot. They need to make it 14-14 right now. So the overtime is over, the pause is over, and we'll go right back into the round. I can imagine MonkaS going for something aggressive again, just to break the current situation. Let's see how they will approach it. And Nicola going very aggressive. That was most likely a mistake on their side. I feel like that was not a good idea. And it looks very much like a potential match point for MonkaS. Is he getting one? Not getting the second. And they have A long. Pandan. He does get the dink onto McVanish. But MonkaS does have the bomb site. And I'm interested to see if Zephyr is even going to go for it, or if they want to play towards overtime. I think it would be the smartest thing to do at this point. Against 4 players on A side is very, very difficult to retake. So I'd prefer if they don't. Pandan is even gonna fall. Now it's even more difficult. What gets one? Is he ready though? Kind of. He does not get the frag, however. Yeah, and now he's boxed in. No chance for him to get out of there, and it's 15-14. And we can see that the buy is not the greatest for Zephyr. 2 players on 3.6. They have to opt for FAMASs and low utility. Let's see if Zephyr can still come back or if it's gonna be an equal 16-13 for both maps. Very unlucky. Okay, we see some strong nade damage exchange for both Quad and Scotter.
Yeah, as they're also kind of looking for the gamble with one person on B. Although
Indeed.
they are kind of rotating at the moment.
I think they're trying to have quick rotates either way they're set up at the moment. I could imagine they play it like this. At the first contact point, they'll just pop down a smoke and immediately rotate and maybe gamble for it. They need to get this round, otherwise it's over. But MonkaS, they are not over rushing this. They really think their options through there. Mandan can hear it. He decided to smoke off. It does make sense. It buys him some more time. However, it might have been a bit too early for the smoke, as so far MonkaS is not executing just yet. And they still... I think the important factor is gonna be the utility right here. You see MonkaS has a ton of utility. But Quad does get the first frag, that's important. But it's supposed to be the only one. Let's see, Dizzy gets one, he gets two. He gets three! Dizzy gets three, it's 1-on-4 for McVanish. Zephyr still have some life in them. Very strong play from Dizzy right here. And there's no chance that McVanish can get us with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, no way. Quite the impressive comeback.
Very strong.
So we might actually see an overtime.
It is unlikely, yeah. McVanish, he must make sure to not die. He has absolutely no money now. That's $0. But damn, well played from Zephyr. Now they have a shot at overtime. Let's see if they can get it. They want the 2-0. They really want it. I can feel it. A quick banana flash coming in. Isaac is rushing right up there, I imagine. Not as much. Some nade damage once again against BS MonkaS here. But Dizzy, strong performance from him the whole game already. He's almost on 30 frags. I can imagine that he's really smelling the blood now. He wants that 30 bomb. Let's see, once again, MonkaS with quite a slow go. But it looks like they're currently thinking about going towards A. They're holding it and they have some decent control. But 3 players for Zephyr are just waiting for them. And they're currently heading back down towards Banana. With 50 seconds on the clock, it could be either way. Maybe they're committing now. Maybe they're also faking it. We have Feldman still lurking inside the carpet room, inside balcony. Now they're executing. Let's see if they commit to it. It looks very much like it. And the first frag from MonkaS. What is smoked off. And Feldman is the most important player right now. He's behind enemy lines. This looks like the 16-14 for MonkaS. Oh! Strong tap from Dizzy Pingu there. He did get his 30 bomb, but this looks like a task too big for him and Quad. I think they do know that Feldman is CT, but nevertheless they can't really do a whole lot about it. Quad gets one, but the 1-on-3... I don't see it happening unless he's getting some very, very strong frags right now and he needs to hurry up. He needs to go now. No chance. He gets one. Yeah, but that's it. That's the game. GG. Feldman's still getting one more frag, but that's over. Well played for BS MonkaS on map 2. It is the 1-1. Very strong performance from both sides, definitely, though. Could have gone either way. I could have imagined the overtime. But sadly, it was not meant to be. The players are disconnecting, and so will we. Well, what do we have to say about this match? Do you have some final conclusions to make?
Well, I thought it was pretty interesting and funny to see both matches play out just like we thought they would, and even like at the end, driving towards the one-to-one, both teams getting one map, just a very even match, very even maps. Both teams performed great. Almost every player had their moments. I would personally say it was a great experience. Nice to watch. Wonderful executed CSGO.
Definitely, yeah. And especially Inferno was very entertaining because until the very end we were never sure how it would turn out. It could have gone either way. We could have been sitting in the overtime right now. Was definitely a very nice match to see.
For sure.
Well, the match is over. I hope that you liked our attempt at casting. I will definitely try it in the future for another few times. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll try to do my best in the upcoming matches whenever I will cast. Interview, I'm not sure if that's possible right now. As I can imagine that the players, they just want to chill out now after this very entertaining match. They gave it their all. So yeah, this was Zephyr versus BS MonkaS 1-on-1. Very strong match, very entertaining. I hope to see all you guys at some other time. So, see ya and bye.